What are we doing here? Ice cream with cheese, huh?
Yeah.
Welcome to cranking it, yeah, we cranking it. Welcome to cranking it, yeah, we cranking it.
Before I left Cuenca, I met up with another Pan-American cyclist, Francois from Brussels. We had actually met once before, in Zacatecas, Mexico, back in episode 7. The plan was to ride together for 3 days to the city of Loja, at which point I would continue through the mountains, and he would ride along the coast to save time. As we headed south, we started noticing more and more other cyclists on the road. Some were riding alone, some in groups, others on foot. All were heading south. It's said that if you don't know Loja, you don't know Ecuador. This is in part because most people live in the north, so to get to Loja, you have to traverse the entire country. And in part because of the iconic Ecuadorian culture that can be found there. It turned out the other travelers were pilgrims, also headed to Loja for a religious festival. We spent that night at the house of a warm showers host.
So we're here with Alex, and we've been getting convinced on taking the mountain ride instead of taking the coast ride. But this is how the mountain ride looks like. It's you see this? It's a lot of going up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. Yeah. Whereas the coast ride, how was it, Alex? A little more like. Yeah.
Very flat.
What do you want to do, Alex?
I want to do the mountains. You know, I've seen some pictures. Looks awesome. I'm not afraid to crank it.
It's gonna take so much time. I had planned to take the coast and be fast. I don't know what to do.
After some more waffling, Francois decided to flip a coin.
I might have to do the video again if it's not what I want.
Taran, 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 taran.
Hey!
Mountains!
The 5 peso coin has.
Hey! It's decided.
Hey.
That's decided. It's the mountains. It's the mountains.
Las montañas, la cordillera de los Andes hablado.
The next day we set off. Our host, Cynthia, also decided to accompany us for a day as well.
Yeah, crank it. I'm cranking.
After stopping for a cool drink of sugarcane juice, Francois and I continued our ride, up into the mountains.
So Alex, now we're doing the mountain route.
Yeah.
How many days do we actually take to do it to get to Huaraz?
Probably about 25.
Let's give ourselves an objective.
Okay.
Today is day 1.
Weeks. 21 days.
3 weeks.
Count it.
21 days. And this is day 1.
Huaraz is the city at the start of the Peru Divide. We both wanted to get there as quickly as possible because we both knew the rainy season was coming.
Well, we're getting pretty close to the border now with Peru. Hopefully we can get to the Peru Divide before it gets too late in the season. It's been nice riding with Francois. I think we go almost the same speed, and we've got similar goals and styles of touring. So I don't know how long we're gonna ride together. At least until Huaraz, the start of the Peru Divide. It's good riding with somebody else, you know? Somebody to share the experiences with and somebody to push you to go a little faster. He rides faster than me going uphill. I ride faster than him going downhill. Can you believe he uses his brakes on paved downhills?
As we made our way south, the roads got more remote. We also lost a lot of elevation, and the temperature started to rise. Soon the pavement disappeared, and we found ourselves climbing steep, rough roads in the heat.
How's it going?
Steep. Well, it's also very humid again.
Yeah.
Rainforest, huh?
Yeah.
Completely soaked and not much I can do. I had too much coffee.
After a few days of hilly dirt roads, we arrived at the Peruvian border crossing.
You got this, Alex, you got this. Hey, smile.
First day in Peru, and it's a bit tough, not gonna lie. The border is down around 600 meters, so for the next few days we're gonna be at lower elevation, and so that means that the heat is back.
Getting a flat always sucks, but it's nice when it happens somewhere where I can change it comfortably.
Hola!
Unfortunately, one flat often leads to another. After finally arriving in Jaén, we got a hotel.
So that was the second patch that I attempted to put on that one today. The first one was worse. It deflated a lot faster. Now I just noticed the tire was getting a little low, so checking the patch, and sure enough, there's air coming out of it. So I'm not sure what to do because I replaced the tube yesterday, and today it got a hole in the same place. I think I need to replace my rim tape because that might be causing the holes. The holes are in the inside of the tube. Tomorrow, I think I'll probably go to the bike shop, which will mean getting a later start, losing a couple hours that way.
The next day we went to the bike shop in town, where I got new rim tape, as well as a dent in my rim hammered out. We headed out of the city, and stopped a bit early to camp at a nice sandy spot by the river.
I hate sand. Sand. It's rough and coarse and gets everywhere. Why are you recording me? This is not the day. Nothing's going well. We're tired, we're hungry, we're not eating enough, we didn't get enough sleep last night. We spent hours at the bike shop. But hey, look at those views, huh?
sand. It's rough, of course, it gets everywhere.
I don't mind sand so much. I think it's nice and soft. The next day we started the long climb, back up to elevation and out of the heat. At higher elevations, we rode by several massive mining operations. After another fun descent, we arrived in Cajamarca, the capital of the region. We decided to take a rest day to run a few errands and get a bit of rest.
Day number 11.
We're headed out of Cajamarca today. We had a nice rest day there. It's a beautiful little city. Feeling good going forward. I think we're going to take highways a bit less and try to take more of these side roads up through the mountains. So we both deflated our tires a little bit and
¿De dónde viene?
de Alaska.
Alaska.
Sí.
Uy, tan lejos.
Sí. Llevo 15
Acaba de
meses.
pasar
viajando.
uno, compañero.
Sí, 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 mi
¿Habla
compañero.
Spanish? ¿Speak Spanish?
Sí, sí.
Allá.
Un poco, sí.
No, yo vengo de Venezuela.
Oh, sí. Bueno. Y ahora...
¿Van a llegar por Venezuela?
No, no. Pasemos por Panamá, Colombia, Ecuador. Sí, quedemos en las montañas.
Bueno, algún día llega por ahí por Venezuela.
Sí, un
Y
día.
ahorita estamos en duelo ahí porque falleció mi suegro, papá de mi esposa, falleció. Entonces estoy por eso aquí.
Ah, ok.
Pero ya en 15 días, un mes debo irme para Venezuela.
Ah, ok.
Sí, allá tengo mis casas,
Ujú.
aunque yo nací en Perú, pero me fui a trabajar allá y allá nacieron mis hijos.
Ah, ok. ¿Y están
Entonces,
ahí?
ahora como hay problemas en Venezuela, yo me regresé para Perú. Pero todas mis cosas, todo, empresa, todo quedó allá en Venezuela. Estoy esperando es que haya mejora, como cambio de gobierno, eso, y para regresar. Entonces tengo que ir a ver por mis cosas.
Ojalá que sea
tengo
pronto.
todas mis cosas allá.
Ya.
Ya, muy bien. Suerte entonces.
Ok.
Suerte, suerte. Mucha suerte. Ahí viene tu compañero.
Oh, sí, ya. Está preocupado por mí.
Está preocupado allá.
Ok.
Dale.
Bueno.
Ok. Buen viaje.
Gracias.
We climbed into the remote mountains, up switchbacks and through tiny rural villages.
Open the gates! I'll close the gates.
It was tough going, but by the end of the day we were rewarded with a beautiful campsite by a pond. The next morning, we started following an even smaller trail, with several fallen trees blocking the route.
Nope. Serves me right for trying to just ride through some sticks. One got bent and stuck in my derailleur. But let's see if we can bend it back. Alright, so I snapped my derailleur hanger extender while I was trying to bend it back. Fortunately, I can still attach the derailleur directly to the frame's derailleur hanger. But that does mean that a few things are going to be a little bit off. So, I might have to do a little cutting, I might have to do a little chain braking, and we'll figure it out.
After shortening my chain and making a few more adjustments, I was able to get back on the bike and crank it. Without the hanger extender, I wasn't able to access my cassette's lowest gear, but I was just relieved that I could keep going. I decided to get it properly fixed in Huaraz. I just had to hope that it would last that long. We headed down the other side of the mountain and stopped for the night at a school where the caretaker allowed us to sleep in a classroom.
Gracias. Gracias.
Y sus bicicletas ahí o allá, no, donde gusten.
Estupendo.
For the next few days, the route switched between pavement and dirt roads. At lower elevations, we rode through hot, arid hills. And higher elevations brought cooler pine forests. One thing Peru is infamous for is stray dogs that chase cyclists, but there are other animals that chase as well.
The lady explained to me they have to be heavy to be good. The heavier the better. I guess so. Oh,
okay.
Look at this one.
Ooh, damn. Juicy. Oh, by the way, did you get chased by turkeys earlier?
I saw you did.
First time that it happened to me. I
You
tried
tried to
to
do-
gobble at them, but they didn't gobble back.
No? How did you do it?
I went,
You did. That's how you do it.
how is it?
I just did it. No, that's not how you do it.
I did exactly what you did.
No.
No, what's the difference?
No, no, no.
Oh,
That's
that
not
was
it.
it. That
That's
was
not it.
exactly
That's not
it.
it.
That was it.
As we continued south, it seemed like the scenery just got better and better. And then we arrived at the canyon of Tablachaca. We descended down the steep canyon side, around dozens of hairpin turns, until we reached the bottom. The road started out rough. High above the river, it wound around the steep canyon walls, through tunnels, offering amazing views of the river below. The route requires a couple of river crossings, so before long we descended the rest of the way down to the river and began our first crossing. A bit further down, we made our second crossing, which was a little bit deeper than the first. I had been worried that the amazing beauty of the canyon would start to dissipate as we headed further down elevation, but somehow it only increased. Whenever a truck passed us, we would pull over. With no guardrails and a long drop, it seemed like a dangerous place to drive a vehicle. The farther down the canyon we got, the more arid it became, until it seemed like we were riding through the desert once again. The end of the descent came when we met the River Santa, and we began climbing up a new canyon. Once again, after a few kilometers, the walls began to close in, and we were riding up another narrow gorge. Once we made it to the top, the landscape flattened out, and we got our first views of the snow-capped peaks of the Cordillera Blanca. After a couple more days, we made it to Huaraz, where I am now. In the end, it only took us 20 days from Loja. Soon, we will be heading out to start the Peru Great Divide. This will be my last major bikepacking route of the trip, and I expect the most spectacular.
Oh hey,
Thank you for watching episode 13. You know, the truth is, I was a little bit disappointed as soon as I entered Peru, what with all the low elevation around the border and Jaén. But it seems like the farther south I went, the more beautiful it became. So I expect that trend to continue as I head into the Peru Great Divide mountain biking route. I am a little nervous though. Today is October 1st. They say the rainy season around here starts in November and that the Great Divide route takes about 30 days of riding, so I am kind of cutting it close. The weather is still nice right now, but well, that could change at any moment. I've heard it gets pretty cold and muddy up there when it rains, so hoping not to get caught in that. If you want to see if I make it or not, just remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Or if you're feeling super generous and you want to support the channel, check out the Patreon at patreon.com/crankinit. Huge thank you to all of my supporters who have signed up already, and especially my Crank Tier supporters. Judy Friesem, Dan Phillips, Granberry Mickle, Kate and Mike Glasser, Jane Hilton, Joji Kojima, Michael Barker, Marion Hinman, Dee Axelrod, and Holly and Ed. Thank you so much, guys. Your support really gives me the motivation to keep on making these videos and to keep on cranking it. See you in the next one.